Hello, welcome to our unique learning system language arts lesson. My name is Charlotte Lucas. I am an autism low incidence mentor teacher with Richmond Public Schools, and I am delighted to be able to work with you today. Our focus today will be sentences in sequential order and editing a paragraph. First, we will review some vocabulary. Next, we will edit sentences and put the events in sequential order. Then we will edit a paragraph. We will use a graphic organizer to remind us of our focus when editing. And at the end, there will be a review. We have a lot to do, so let's get to work. So today, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put sentences in sequential order. This is a set of sentences that are out of order, and when we put them back in order, they will make sense. The paragraph will make sense. But first of all, we have to edit it. Now, we know that edit means that we're going to change the way the sentences are written. We're going to change whatever mistakes that there are in the sentences. For instance, we have to make sure that we have correct punctuation, we have correct capitalization, and we have correct spelling. Now, you know what punctuation is. Punctuation is when we put a period, an exclamation mark, or a question mark at the end of a sentence. And every sentence has to end with a punctuation, some sort of punctuation. The next thing that we have to do is we have to make sure of our capitalization. And capitalization means that sentences will begin with capital letters. This is a capital letter. This is a lowercase letter. So uppercase, capital, and then this is a lowercase letter. Uppercase B, lowercase b, capital B, lowercase b, capital C, lowercase c, capital D, lowercase d, capital E, lowercase e. So capital is just the capital letter that matches the lowercase letter. So we've got to make sure that our capitalization is correct in all of our sentences. Let's go back to the first item that we're going to edit today. And this is putting sentences in correct sequential order. Now, I have taken this document and I have printed it on our Word document. And I did that because it's easier to manipulate and I can show you the changes quicker that way. So first, let's do some editing. Let's make changes for capitalization and punctuation. So let's read the first sentence. July 4 is a special holiday in the United States. So when we think about capitalization, let's start with capitalization. We know that sentences begin with a capital letter. People's names begin with capital letters. The first and the last name begins with a capital letter. And holidays begin with a capital letter. And months of the year and days of the week. Whew, that's a lot. Let's see what we have in this sentence, July. First of all, this is the beginning of the sentence. So it has to have a capital letter. But this word July is also a month of the year. So we have to capitalize it. So let's go ahead and take care of that. July, that's the beginning of the sentence and a month in the year. Let's check to make sure that all of our sentences begin with a capital letter. That will be the first part of our editing. So this sentence does, this sentence does, this sentence does not. So let's make that start with a capital letter, the word they. And let's make this word start with a capital letter because it's the beginning of a sentence. Now, all of our sentences begin with capital letters. Now, every sentence must end with a punctuation. Either we're going to have a period, a question mark, or an exclamation mark. Now, None of these sentences have any punctuation at the end. So let's take care of our punctuation. So July 4 is a special holiday in the United States. That's just a statement. We're not asking a question and we're not showing strong emotion. So we're going to put a period there. Very good. Let's read the second sentence. To celebrate, Zach's family is having a party. Again, it's just a statement, and a statement requires just a period. Very good. Let's go to the next sentence. Many people in the United States will watch fireworks too. So, is that a question? Does it show emotion, strong emotion, or is it just a statement? Many people in the United States will watch fireworks too. That is also a statement. They will grill, the next sentence says, they will grill hot dogs and light sparkles. So when they say light sparkles, that's a stick. And when you strike a match to it, it sparkles like fireworks. I don't know if you've ever seen one of those, but they will light the sparkles. So they will grill hot dogs and light sparkles. So that sounds like that could be a strong emotion sentence. It sounds like it could be, oh, they're going to make hot dogs and they're going to light the sparkles. So I'm going to go ahead and put an exclamation right there because that sounds like something very special. And then the punctuation for the last sentence. On this day, people celebrate Independence Day. And that's again just a statement. We're not asking a question, and there's not a lot of strong emotion in that one. So we're going to put a period right there. Wow, we have started all of our sentences with a capital letter, and we have put punctuation at the end of all of our sentences, but these sentences are out of order. We do know that the first sentence is in the correct order and it's saying the right thing. But let's check it for correct punctuation because if you look at these sentences, sometimes you'll see wiggly lines under words. That means that something's wrong and we need to fix it. So let's check. July 4th is a special holiday in the United States. Guys and girls, when we are talking about a place, states of the United States, or the word, when we're talking about our country, the United States, the country has to be capitalized. So United States is a country, we have to capitalize it. So that has to be a capital U, United States. United and States. We actually would normally say United States of America, but we can say United States, that's fine. So July 4th is a special holiday in the United States. Very good. So I think we got all the punctuation on that one correct. Let's read the next one. To celebrate, Zach's family is having a party. Look at the red squiggly lines. That means that there's something wrong with that word. And in this instance, Zach is someone's name, and everybody's name has to be capitalized. Beginning name and ending name, first name and last name. So Zach, the Z in Zach needs to be capitalized. To celebrate, Zach's family is having a party. Next sentence. Many people in the United States will watch fireworks. Oh, there goes United States again. We have to capitalize United States. It's a place, it's a country. We must capitalize it. They will grill hot dogs and light sparkles. Oh, I have to say that with excitement. They will grill hot dogs and light sparkles. Ah, so now I can use my exclamation mark. I think everything in that sentence, there are no names, there are no months, there are no countries. We can leave that one is correct. We'll leave that one alone. On this day, people celebrate Independence Day. Well, Independence Day, that's a holiday. All holidays have to be capitalized. The word day and the word independence has to be capitalized. There, on this day, people celebrate Independence Day. Well, I think we've taken care of all of the capitalization and punctuation for these sentences. People's names are capitalized, the places, the countries, the months of the year, all capitalized. We have punctuation at the end, And all of our sentences begin with capital letters. Very good. So now we need to put these sentences in correct sequential order. We know that the first sentence is correct. July 4th is a special holiday in the United States. That is correct. One of these sentences needs to come after that. To celebrate, Zach's family is having a party. That could be a nice next sentence. Let's go on and just make sure. Many people in the United States will watch fireworks too. They will grill hot dogs and light sparkles. In this sentence, it seems like they're going to do something first and then they're going to watch fireworks too. So maybe there's a sentence that goes before that. On this day, people celebrate Independence Day. This sentence is explaining a previous sentence. It sounds like on this day. So it's referring to a particular day. Do you think that it would be July 4th that it's referring to? Because that's what the story is about, July 4th. So now if I say July 4th is a special holiday in the United States, I can say on this day, I'm referring to that special day, people celebrate Independence Day. I think we can do that. So let's take this sentence and make it the second sentence. I think that'll work. All right, so now we've got a good first sentence and a good second sentence. July 4th is a special holiday in the United States. On this day, many people celebrate Independence Day. To celebrate, Jack's family is having a party. Well, I think that's a good third sentence. I think it is. So let's put that there. That makes, it really makes good sense. So let's move this and make this sentence number 3. And let's read and see how it sounds. Let's see if it makes sense. July 4th is a special holiday in the United States. On this day, people celebrate Independence Day. To celebrate, Zach's family is having a party. Now, if they're having a party and we say after that, many people in the United States will watch fireworks too, that doesn't match up. It's not in the sequence of events. That is not going to make good sense. But if we say to celebrate, Zach's family is having a party, they will grill hot dogs and light sparkles. It says they're having a party and what they're going to do at that party. So I think that we can make that sentence 4. And then the last sentence, many people in the United States will watch fireworks too. We can make that the 5th sentence. And now we can read our paragraph and see if our paragraph makes sense in this order. All right, number 1, I'll go from 1 to 2, 3, 4, and 5. July 4th is a special holiday in the United States. On this day, people celebrate Independence Day. To celebrate, Zach's family is having a party. They will grill hot dogs and light sparkles. Many people in the United States will watch fireworks too. I think we did a great job. I think that makes good sense. I'm going to put a comma right there just because I'm thinking the grammar needs that comma. How are you feeling about this? I think this is all correct. I'm really happy with that. Let's move to our next editing job. All right, let's go back to our document. We have finished that document. Let's go to a book report. This is the book report, and we'll be doing the same thing. We'll be editing for capitalization, punctuation, and spelling. And this document will have a few more spelling errors, so we have to watch out for that. And again, I have typed this document into a Word document so that I can manipulate it a little bit better and make our editing changes. So let's go to our document, the Word document. And what I like about the Word document is when you type in a Word document, your errors for spelling will show up. So you see these red squiggly lines? That means that something's wrong with that word. So when you're writing the first thing you do is you write your rough draft where you make all of your mistakes, spelling mistakes, capitalization, punctuation, all the mistakes. Just write. It doesn't matter if spelling is correct because you're just doing your first draft. When you, after you have edited or when it's time to edit, type it into a Word document. If you do that, you can find your spelling errors. That'll save you some time because you can use spell check. We're not going to use spell check, but you could use spell check, correct your errors, and that will make your writing a lot easier. But in the writing process, you should always type it in, or typing is the final stage, but you should always type it in so you can check your spelling. But let's move about this document and let's make some changes. Before I even read this document, because when you start editing, there are some things you can take care of before you even read it to make the editing easier. First of all sentences begin with a capital letter, and all sentences must have punctuation. Those are two things we can do right quick. So we know that this is the beginning of the sentence. Let's change that into a capital letter. And we know that there has to be some kind of punctuation at the end of that sentence. We're going to put a punctuation. We're going to put a period there just in case. It might change, and that's fine. That's what editing is all about. We can make changes later. So we've done that. That makes two things that we've taken care of. And another thing that we can take up really quickly, and we've done this before, so I know that you're ready to do this also. I'm ready. I know you're ready. Every word that is I must be capitalized. It doesn't matter where it comes in the sentence, at the beginning of the sentence, at the end of the sentence, in the middle of the sentence. Every time you use the word I, it has to be capitalized. So let's find the word I, and let's fix it, because I noticed immediately that the word I was not capitalized. So we can take care of that. We've taken care of that. Now, let's see if we can read and make sense of this. I'm going to read it. If there's a punctuation, I can stop. But if there's no punctuation, I can't stop. The punctuation tells us when to stop, pause, and show emphasis. So let's read it just like it is. This is a book report about At the Amusement Park by Jen Voigt. Zach is trying new things at the amusement park. Zach sees different rides and games. Some rides move fast and some rides move slow. I like the story because I like to try new things. Whew, that is one run-on sentence, isn't it? It's a lot of sentences without punctuation. That means it's a run-on sentence. We need some punctuation. And if you read a sentence, it will make sense, and you will pause in certain spots because there's a natural pause because of the way the phrasing is done. So let's see if we can find some natural pauses in our writing and try punctuation there. And if we're wrong, we can change it. This is a book report about At the Amusement Park by Jen Voigt. Now, I did a natural stop, didn't I? So I'm going to go ahead on and put a period right there. That was not a question, it was a statement. I'll put a period right there, and we'll see how it goes, and if it needs to change, we'll change it. Zach is trying new things at the amusement park. There's another natural pause. I'm going to put a period there. Whenever you feel like it's a natural pause, put a period. Zach sees different rides and games. Zach sees different rides and games. That sounds like another natural pause. Let's put a period right there. Some rides move fast and some rides move slow. Another natural pause. We'll put our period there. I like the story because I like to try new things. Wow, that was easy this time. Let's see if it changes as we move on. If it changes, we'll change the punctuation, but I'm feeling pretty good about that. Now, if we have a period, the next word is the beginning of a sentence. So wherever there's a period, wherever there's a punctuation, we can make the next word capital because it's the beginning of the new sentence. And in this case, it is also someone's name. And everybody's name begins with a capital letter. So we can make Zach capital. Let's find the next. That's the end of the sentence. So this word needs to be capitalized, and it's also someone's name. So we know we're correct. Here, there's a period. So the next word needs to be capital. That needs to be a capital S for some. And here we have our I. That is correct. So we've taken care of that capitalization. That was very easy. All right, let's read what we have and see if we need to do any more capitalization or punctuation. This is a book report about At the Amusement Park by Jen Ford. Oh my gosh. Here we have someone's name, Jen Voigt. Well, the last name is capitalized. That's correct. But what about Jen? Jen needs to be capitalized. Let's make that a capital J. Jen Voigt. Very nice. And this is a book report about At the Amusement Park. That's the title of the book, At the Amusement Park. Well, if you have a title, especially of a book, it needs to be capitalized. A book needs every word in the book. Every word in the title needs to be capitalized except the small words. So this gets a little tricky. So the is considered a small word. We will not capitalize it, but amusement is a word that has to be capitalized, and park. At the amusement park. That is the title of the book, and the title has been capitalized. All right? You're going to trust me on that. The word the is what we consider, we call it little small words like um, the. The smaller words are not capitalized, but all of the rest of the words in a title has to be capitalized. At the Amusement Park by, the author is Jen Voigt. Very good. Zach is trying new things at the amusement park. See here, amusement park, we do not have to capitalize that because it's not the name of the amusement park. Like King's Dominion is the name of the amusement park, of a amusement park here in Virginia. Well, this is not the name of an amusement park. It just says an amusement park. We do not have to capitalize that, okay? Zach sees different rides and games. Some rides move fast and some rides move slow. I like this story because I like to try new things. All right, it looks like we have gotten all of the capitalization done. Congratulations. That was actually, it seems like we've learned a lot because we went through that pretty quickly. But now we have to do some spelling corrections. Edit our spelling for spelling. And remember, normally our biggest problems with spelling are our vowels. We usually mix those up. So I try to check vowels first and then move on from there. All right. In this, we don't see it. I go for the squiggly lines. Remember, we're in the Word document, and the Word document will tell us where our spelling errors are, unless most of the time. Zach is trying new things. There's some red squiggle, and I keep saying things, but this doesn't say thing. This says thins. This is not a word. This is not a word. So let's go for the vowel. Here, this is an E. Let's try, because we know there's usually an ing, but I've never seen eng. So let's try ing, thing, and that's correct. If we take the S off, the S is a suffix at the end of the word. Just to check our spelling, thing, we have a thing, thing. Very good. Now we can add our suffix back on, things, because we know we have the word spelled correctly. Zach is trying new things at the amusement park. Zach sees different rides and gams. Gams. Do you think they're trying to spell game? Let's take that S off just in case it's a suffix Gam. We don't even know what a GAM is. It looks like it's spelled correctly for whatever a GAM is, but we've never heard of GAM. But they're different rides and games. I think they're trying to spell game. How can we make this word into game? In other words, we want that A to say the A sound. Right now, it has a short vowel sound. We want it to have a long vowel sound. Now, to make it a long vowel, what do we need? We need another vowel. Excellent. We can have another vowel put at the end, an E, to make that a silent E word, or we can use a vowel team. What do you think we should try first? Yeah, let's try silent E first, just in case. We can make it G-A-M-E, game. And does that now say game? Game. Well, it does say game, but suppose we did this. Game. If two vowels are together, the first one is the sound we'll make, and it will have a long vowel sound. And that will say game, but that is not the correct spelling. If we do this and make it a silent E word, now that's the correct spelling, game, like the word name, game. Same spelling. Very good. Very good. Now, some rides, some rids. Oh my, let's look at this word. Wow. See, there are no squiggly lines under that, but guess what? That this word, if we take the suffix off at the end and we use it this way and read it, it will be rid. Some rid. I don't think that's what the author is trying to say. I think the author is trying to say ride, ride. So this this needs to make an I sound, the long vowel sound. If we need this to make a long vowel sound, we need another vowel. That's right. We can try for silent E vowel first. So let's add an E to the end. Can you just add an E to the end of every word to get your long vowel sound? Nope. It has to have a particular pattern. Look at the word game. This is a silent E. So the pattern would be at the end, it would be a silent E, a consonant. A consonant is any letter that is not a vowel. M is not a vowel, so it would be silent E, consonant, vowel. Has to be a vowel here. Silent E, consonant, vowel. That's the pattern of a silent E word. So here, silent E, consonant, vowel, that is a silent E pattern. We can use that there. And if we say it, if we allow a silent E there, then the I will say I instead of I, like igloo. So it would say I'd, ride. The E is silent. It does not make a sound. I'd, ride. Okay, I'm liking that. And guess what? There it is. Again, this is correct. So now we know this is correct. And we can put our suffix back on. Some rides. Very good. Some rides move fast. Ooh, look at that red squiggly line. That's not spelled correctly. Let's check the vowels. That's usually where the problems are. So this A and E is a vowel team, and that will say fast. That does say aced. Ooh, that A and E together will make the A sound, and that will feel, that sound would be A, so it'd be aced. That is not, we know that they move fast. So let's take that E away, and the word moved over because of the spacing, but fast, fast. That's correct. It did not need an E there. That E would make that A say aced. Now I think we have it right. Fast. Some rides move fast. There are no squiggly lines, so that's correct. Some rides move fast and some rides move slow. Slow. Look at that word. It's got red squiggly lines under it. That word does say O at the end, slow, two O's together. We'll say O, but guess what? Because of the rule, two vowels together, and the first vowel will make a long vowel sound. So the O is saying O, but this is just not spelled correctly. All right. This is a spelling error, not a vowel sound error. So, but we will put a W there because the W sometimes acts like vowel. That's just the rule. We have so many rules in the English language, and that's a spelling rule. Sometimes the W will act like a vowel. Vowels change the sounds of letters, okay? So now the OW is saying O instead of OO is slow. The OW is saying O. All right, so we fixed that. There are no more squiggly lines, and some rides move fast and some rides move slow. Very good. I like, it, ick, igloo, ick. There's a red squiggly line, and this is not spelled correctly. This word is ick, like igloo. Short vowel sound. There's nothing there that's making it a long vowel sound. So that sound is ick. Well, that's not what it's trying to say. This sentence is trying to say, I like, I. So we need an I sound. What can we do? we try to make this a long vowel sound by adding a silent E at the end. Let's give it a try. The red squiggly line went away, but let's check it. The pattern has to be correct in order for it to be a silent E and be able to change that I into I instead of I, like igloo. So silent E, consonant, vowel. Perfect. That is the correct pattern. Silent E at the end, a consonant in the middle, and a vowel right after that. Now, you know a vowel. The vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Okay? All right. So I like this story because I like to try new things. And there's the word like again, spelled correctly. So we know we have it right. Woo! That was a lot of editing we had to do that time. Let's read. Uh-oh. I heard someone say it, and thank you very much. Even though we have our spelling correct, and we have our punctuation correct, and we have our spelling corrected, there's still something wrong with this paragraph. Someone has already told me, I heard you. What is wrong with this? Can someone tell me? We did it the last time. You did a very good job. One of the first things that we do when we're writing a paragraph, how do we know that this is a paragraph and not the middle of another paragraph? How do we know that this is a paragraph? What must we do? All paragraphs are indented. Excellent. So let's indent. To indent, all we have to do is move this word, this uh, uh, sentence over, just like that. We used the tab button. I'll move it back. You see? Now, if we just move that over, now it is indented. There's space right here. All of the rest of the sentences will start at the margin. All the rest of the words will move to the margin, but the first sentence must be indented for every paragraph. That's how you know you have a paragraph. So now our paragraph is correct. We have indented, we have done our punctuation, we have done our capitalization. Very good. Very good. I think that we should be proud of ourselves because we did this much quicker this time than we did the last time. So let's go back to our document. All of the errors that were here in this document, we made the changes. Let's move over and let's use our graphic organizer to check to see if we've done everything that we're supposed to do. Remember, Graphic organizers are designed to help you, especially in writing. It gives you an opportunity to check to see if you've done all of the work that you're supposed to do when you're editing. So let's check our boxes. It says, do I have a capital letter at the beginning of the sentence for names of people and places? So did we do all of our capitalization right? Beginning of the sentence and for names of people and places. Yes, we did. Good job. We can give ourselves a check mark and keep it moving. Let's see what else. Do I have punctuation at the end of the sentence? Do I have a period, question mark, or exclamation mark at the end of our sentence? And we're thinking about both of our documents. Yes, we do. We took care of that. We made sure that we had punctuation at the end of all of our sentences. Does my sentence make sense when I say it out loud? Does my sentence make sense when I say it out loud? Well, I think each one of our sentences did make sense. We were able to read it. When you're reading a sentence and it doesn't make sense, you will not be able to understand it. And all of our sentences made sense. But what else is important is when I say it out loud. When you are editing, read your sentences out loud. That way you can hear what you have written, and you will know if it makes sense. And read what you see. Don't read what you think you see. All right, does my sentence make sense when I say it out loud? Yes, each one of our sentences, and we said it out loud. I read it out loud to you, you listened, and if it didn't make sense, we didn't use it. Very good. And last of all, are all of my words spelled correctly? Well, we typed our document we typed our paragraph into a Word document on our computer. Therefore, all of the words that were not spelled correctly had red squiggly lines under it. We checked all of those words. We made all of our corrections. And most of our errors were errors of vowels. We had the wrong vowel, or we had a short vowel instead of a long vowel. So we checked that. They're spelled correctly. We have no more squiggly lines. So we know we have that right. This is a graphic organizer to help you to check to see if you've done everything you're supposed to do. And you did. Very good. We've edited our paragraph, and we put our work in sequential order and edited it. You did a very good job. I hope we'll have an opportunity to get together again and do some more editing. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.